So I started in here. I kind of got a jump start ahead. I'm just adding water into the outside portion of our avocado. Now on the screen beside me, you can't see it here. I have this thing here as my guide that I use my drawing with, but I'm just putting the puddle in this outside portion. On the screen I have also a color copy that I'm looking at on those sort of things. And now this is the color is a light greeny yellow sort of a thing. So what I need to do in the top of my tray over here is I need to get a spot so I can see, kind of create that color that I'm looking for, but it's not as much about the color as the value. And so I know I need some yellow, so there'll be some yellow there, you know, and that's almost it, right? And maybe just a little bit of green in it, okay? And so I have that where I can mix it together to get this lighter sort of a thing, maybe a little bit more yellow. Now I can come back in here and I can just drop that paint into this particular area, and I think that's working out okay. It is kind of a yellow, and if I need a little more green to it, I can come back like, holy smokes, that's green. Okay, I got a little carried away, so let's dilute it out. Don't worry, we got it under control, I think, anyway, right? All right, so now I'm just mixing that green with my yellow in the puddle to create my values. And now this needs to be a light value. You notice it's not very dark, and that's good. That's what I'm working for here. The color doesn't transfer on the screen quite as well. Interesting. But so I'm pulling out some of the extra water, just taking that and pulling it out, because I did want a little more yellow, I think. And so I'm putting just a little more yellow in through here. And you let the water move the pigment so it blends together. Now the other thing I want to do, I needed just a little bit more green on the outside, because remember we had that outside edge where it went medium? Well, that's going to be this. So I'm just taking the tip of the brush and painting around this side, and then I'm going to let the water kind of blend it together like that. Okay, so now I'm going to come back in here, and this is just water going around here like this, letting it blend together. And I'm going to pull out, this is a drier brush, so I'm just tapping it on the paper towel, right, and pulling out my extra pigment, because I just wanted it to go slightly darker on the outside. And this is the yellow coming back towards the inside again, because I wanted it to be colorful so that I'll have a nice blend, and it just gathers that green more around the outside. And then the rest will kind of blend together. Okay? And so that's what my goal was right there. Is to where I have these values able to blend and shift and put together in that sort of a fashion. That was pretty cool. So I'm taking a break. I'm going to let that one dry for a second, but I'm taking a break because we just started this one. I want to kind of check and see how people are doing with stuff. This is a little bit strong still, huh? I think I'm going to pull that out a little bit more. So this has just water in it, and then drying off my brush with a paper towel and pulling out extra pigment. So you can push and pull the pigment a little bit when you have when you're dealing with watercolors. If you put it into a puddle first off, if you put it in the puddle so it stays wet and it's kind of floating around, if you just slap it on there, boom, 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 it's not going to happen for you. It's going to stain the paper, and you won't be able to lift out the thing, so you won't have as much push and pull on those sort of things that we're looking for. So that's kind of a cool deal.